Okay, we're back on live at home, so now we can proceed. We'll call this meeting to order. Is there any additions or deletions to the agenda? No? Could I get a motion to adopt the agenda? Thank you, Councillor Reid. All those in favor? Carried. We'll move right into special meeting subject, which is Deputy Mayor appointments. Ms. Knight, welcome.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, members of council. I'm here before you again this October 28th to get your appointments for not only your deputy mayor for the year, but also committee and partnership appointments. First agenda item is our deputy mayor. After you were elected in 2017, council elected to appoint deputy mayor on a alphabetical order for a 4-month term. This would follow that same process that was approved back shortly after you were elected. So that would have Councillor Fedayko from October 29th to February 24th, Councillor Flowers from February 25th, 2020 to June 22nd, 2020, and Councillor McFadden from June 23rd, 2020 to October 27th, 2020. I'm happy to answer any questions about that.
Okay, so this is your opportunity to switch dates if Councillor Flowers, you don't want the heavy June agenda again. Okay. Any questions or debate on what's before us? Pretty straightforward? No? Can I get a motion then? Councillor Fedayko, any debate on the motion? No? Okay, all those in favor? Carried. All right, we have a deputy mayor for another 2 years. Well, 1 year, I guess.
So the next item on this agenda is for your council committee and partnership appointments. Currently, I have on the screen current appointments for 2018-19 and looking for council's input and appointments for the 2019-2020 appointments. So I have a tentative list in front of me outlining Councillor Flowers for Cochrane Library Board. We have 3 members of council, from what I understand, who would like to sit on the Planning Commission. Post-debate on that item for council, we could go to an election for that process. We have Councillor Fedayko for FCSS Advisory Board, Councillor Nagel and the Mayor for MD of Bighorn, the Mayor, and Councillor Reid for Rocky View County IMC Committee, Councillor McFadden for Parks and Rec Board, and Councillor Wilson for SDAB.
Yes, that was the tentative list I received from everybody on email. Yeah, we've got the partnerships left to come. I think the only 2 that we had more than one was Cochrane Planning Commission. I believe there was actually 4 people that put their name forward for that. Councillor Fedayko, Councillor McFadden, Councillor Nagel, and I wasn't sure, Councillor Reid, did you say you wanted? No, okay. That's a no, okay. So I'm suggesting maybe we move through the ones that we are having an issue with. So is there anyone that's changed their mind on Planning Commission? Councillor McFadden?
So just looking at the schedule, I could actually withdraw my name from the Planning Commission. I might have some availability for the daytime meetings of the regional board, but I'll withdraw my name from the Planning Commission.
Okay, that settles that one. So it would be Councillor Nagel and Councillor Fedayko. Okay. The next one was Rocky View Intermunicipal Committee. We listed that one, but you said you wanted to stay. Councillor McFadden, did you want to stay on that or vacate that one? I didn't get anyone else that said they wanted to be there.
Yeah, I can stay on it.
Unless anyone else wants to go with that one? No? Parks and Rec staying the same, SDAB switching to Councillor Wilson. Okay?
Okay.
Do you have all that?
I do.
Excellent.
And then we move into the partnerships. So according to my tentative list, I have Councillor Flowers for the Bow River's Edge Campground Society, Councillor Wilson and the Mayor for CMRB. The Rocky View Ag Lands, I don't have an appointee on here. Rocky View Foundation is again Councillor Flowers. Rocky View Regional Handy Bus, Councillor Fedeko. And Spray Lake Sawmill would be Councillor Reed.
Okay, so those ones, Councillor McFadden, I heard from that you may be interested in the Bow River's Edge Campground one as well? No. No? Okay. Okay, so you're fine with that, Councillor Flowers? Yeah. Okay. Skipping the CMRB for a moment. The Rocky View Ag Lands, I don't understand, we don't need a rep for that anymore? Did they?
Okay.
I think they moved on without us. Being completely politically correct as I can there. Rocky View Foundation is good. Regional Handy Bus, Councillor Fedeko, you're willing to stay. We did have a conversation about whether we needed councillor participation there. Ms. Knight, you have some background on that?
This partnership was actually added to this listing back in December of 2017 at the request of council in conjunction with the discussion they had with Rocky View Handy Bus tied to the operating grant that the town of Cochrane provides for them, allowing our council to have a seat at the table and get firsthand information. So the first appointments were done at that time. It is not a requirement of any agreement we have with Rocky View Handy Bus, so they can be removed from this partnership listing should council wish to do so. It's completely at your discretion.
Can we do that at any time, or does it have to be tonight?
For this particular partnership, I would need to look at all of the agreements we have with some of these to see if there is something in place that is a requirement. But always council has the discretion to remove a requirement from an agreement or things of that nature should they wish.
So no pressure to do it tonight?
None.
Do you want to stay? Okay. CMRB was the only other one. Councillor McFadden had expressed interest in that as well. Do you want to comment on that? Other than you have interest in it?
Yeah. Not a much more of a profound argument than that. I think I backed up Councillor Wilson a couple times. Just the regional planning is an interest, that's all. I'm just trying to balance out and change up the work plan over the term.
Okay. Councillor Wilson, any comment?
Happy to stay on, but willing to move aside on that if Councillor McFadden thinks that she can bring a new perspective and wants to attend. I can go either way. So if I understand you want to take that over, I can move aside. I'm happy to.
The Rocky View IMC, you mean? Intermunicipal? We're
Okay.
trading spaces now?
Sure.
That was an Eddie Murphy.
Okay,
yeah.
sure. Done.
Okay.
Yep.
So at this point, my only question is we don't have any alternates appointed to any of these committees or partnerships.
That was me not filling that blank in earlier today. So we need alternates for everything.
With the exception of Subdivision Development Appeal Board, the legislation does not allow for alternates under that board.
Okay, that was easy one. Okay. Planning Commission, no alternate?
I
do we
don't
need
believe
one?
we've had one previously because we do have 2 council members on that committee. And so generally, if we always have one, then I think the Planning Commission is well served.
Okay. Management Committee, we don't need one. Family, FCSS, somebody want to be an alternate for Councillor Fedeko? Councillor Wilson, okay. IMC Bighorn, alternate. Councillor Reed. IMC Rocky View. Councillor Nagel. Parks and Rec. Councillor Reed. And SDAB, we don't have one. Partnerships. Do you
Now,
want-
this one is at council's discretion, should they like to appoint an alternate. There are some that in previous years have not had alternates either, so it's up to council whether they'd like to move forward with those.
I'm good to not, unless you guys want to put something forward. I'm always available to go in someone's place, so. Rockview Foundation, okay? Somebody want to put their name forward for that as an alternate? Mr. McFadden? The rest we're good? Okay.
So if we can get a motion for the resolution and recommended action on the screen, that would be great.
Councillor Nagel?
Do we adopt the committee appointments as outlined?
All those in favor? It's carried. Thank you. Painless. Unless you're watching at home, maybe. Okay, we'll move into the regular council meeting. No? Oh, right. You need more than, we don't have a teleprop? Can't teleport yourself over there? Okay, we'll take a 2-minute break. Allow the technology